All right, Daniel and Paul going out in the Scuderia. You want to say hi to anyone at home?
I'd like to say thank you to my brother for this wonderful gift, and I love you, family, and our future little daughter, Kaylee, and Parker, and my wife, Emmy.
Excellent. Ready to fire her on up?
I am.
Push on the brake. Hold that start button down until she fires. All right. You can see she's not too loud at idle, but got a good growl to it.
Yeah.
Once we get up to speed, though, you're going to see she's going to be a little loud in here. So
okay, good.
At any point you can't hear me, let me know.
Okay, good.
Let me roll up my window here. You want to say goodbye?
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, don't do that. They freak out about that.
Okay.
All right. So going around the track.
Keep the AC on, huh? I'm okay with it off if you're okay, but.
To be honest with you, when you get to about 80% throttle, she's gonna start pulling out the compressor, so it won't do that.
Oh, man. Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it won't actually hinder any of the power.
And double is neutral, right?
Here, see, he wants to yell at you.
Oh, sorry about that. Was that him?
That was the manager. Going around the track, I'm gonna help you out, give you some pointers.
Okay.
Make sure you keep your eyes up looking ahead. You probably heard that before in the Audi school.
Yes.
Paddle shifting. You have them in your IS?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now they move in the wheel on your car or no? I think they do, right?
I think they do, yeah.
On all Ferraris, they do not.
Because you shouldn't be shifting on a turn, right?
That's right. So just keep that in mind. We'll have some fun out there. Mirrors are for me.
Okay.
Any questions?
Yeah. As far as for the braking, is it almost as hard as possible right when you tell me to, and then stay steady with it, or is it progressively harder?
You don't want to slam on it.
Okay.
So it's always pushing in smooth.
Okay.
But you do want to push relatively quickly into it, because you don't want to be, pushing for like, say 2, 3, 4 seconds.
Okay, gotcha.
You want to be, say half a second, and you're already onto hard braking at that point.
Hard braking.
And then you start bleeding off the brake as you turn in.
Okay, but the downshift right as we're starting to lay off?
It's not going to be on every corner, but yeah, you'll be downshifting maybe a second or two after you start braking.
Steady gas through the apex.
A little throttle through the apex is good.
The same speed.
Exactly. It's called a maintenance throttle.
Okay.
So when you do that, it's keeping the car happy at balanced feel, and then once you get close to your apex, you start squeezing in the throttle and unwinding that wheel coming out of the corner. The best way to describe it is if you think your hands and your feet are connected.
Gotcha.
If your hands are straight, you can give full input on gas or brake pedal. As you turn in, you got to be coming off one of the two, right? And then as you come out of the corner, same thing. As you unwind, you can get harder onto the pedal again.
Okay.
So it's always proportionate to how much your hands are doing something.
Connected to it, right?
That's right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I am.
All right, push on the brake, pulling that right paddle. All right, let's go straight on out. We're doing 5 laps, right?
Yeah. I meant 25.
We're gonna go up to those red cones here, just slightly to the right. We're gonna take a quick look around the wall. I wanna make sure we're clear of any traffic.
And then I'm going on the left side of these greens, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Let that Corvette go by. Let's enter on the track on the left side of the green cones. Upshift right paddle. Good, stay left side. There you go, good. Now as you turn into that apex, there you go, squeeze in that throttle. Start unwinding. Up. Up. Now if you want to see how the brakes feel, by all means test them out a little bit. Brake here, down, downshift, one more, you can come off that brake pedal. So you can see the brakes work fantastic.
Oh yeah, that was really nice.
Squeeze in that throttle as you unwind, full throttle, left side, up, and brake, down, downshift, good, bleed off that brake pedal, little bit of gas, little maintenance throttle, now accelerate right side, straight over the hill, good, brake here, set your front end. All right, turn in a little more. Now unwind the wheel slowly, accelerating out. Beautiful. All the way left side. Downshift. This is going to bring it to the hairpin. All right, good. Tighten in. Squeeze in that throttle as you unwind. Left side pass. Up. There you go. All right, brake here. You are clear. Turn in. Straight through the chicane towards those orange cones on the left. Light brake. All right, now turn it in. Squeeze in that gas pedal. Unwind, good. Up. that brake pedal, tighten in a little more. Good, now squeeze in that throttle. How does it feel? Excellent. And brake. Downshift. As you turn in, bleed off the brake. Good, little gas, right side. Now accelerate. Excellent, brake here, brake. Now we started turning in a little early.
Yeah.
Accelerate out, all the way left side. Good, brake hard. We are gonna let one car pass to stay left side just for a second. We're gonna stay in this white line. Once he passes, we're gonna follow. There you go, turn it in. Full throttle, stay right side. Good, light brake, perfect. There you go, straight through the chicane, track out to the left. He was going faster than us, now we're catching him. Tighten in a little more, squeeze in that throttle, unwinding, unwind, there you go. Up. Up. And brake. Down. One more. Slowly come off that brake. I want you turning in just a touch later. You can see we're a little early on that apex. Anytime you're early, you can see it pushed us out a little early. Up. And brake. Good. Down. Excellent. Lead off that brake. Little maintenance throttle, right side. Accelerate. Good. Brake here. Set your front end. Good. Tighten in a little more. Now unwind slowly. Accelerating out. Beautiful. And brake. Downshift. Don't follow him. He's coming off track. All right. Now we did turn in just a little early.
Yeah, because of him.
Yeah, it's okay. Up. And brake. Good. Turn in, off the brake, gas straight through, out to the left. Good. A little wider, brake. Now turn, turn, turn. Good. Unwind slowly. Nice.
Shoot.
A little early, it's okay. Up. And brake. Down. One more. Good. Bleed off that brake. Just a little maintenance throttle, stay right behind him. Track out wide. Once he throws his lights on, we'll pass. Brake here.
Brake.
All right, right side pass.
Yeah.
Go in tight, wait for the gas just a little. You are clear. Right side accelerate. Behind the 430. Brake. Patience on that turn in. Don't follow when he turns. Accelerate
Take
out.
it a little later?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just give you a little straighter line over the hill, basically. Brake here, downshift. One more. Good, tighten in.
Shoot tight.
All right, we're gonna pass him on the right. Don't follow. Off the gas, off the gas. All right. When you pass, go slow for just a second. When you pass, don't get on the full throttle like that. You felt that back end go sideways in a hurry, right?
Yeah.
All right. When you go by someone, because you've got a lot of people who don't know how to drive, accelerate out left side. You want to go by a little slower. Up. And brake. Down. All right. Bleed off the brake slowly. Nice and tight. Squeeze in that throttle. All the way out left. Keep your eyes real far ahead. Up. And brake. Down. All right. Bleed off that brake pedal. Now we're a little early on that apex. It's okay. Right side. Straight over the hill. Good. Brake here. Set your front end. Tighten in a little more. Unwind slowly. Good. And brake. Downshift. All right. Turn it in. Good. Nice and tight. All right. Slowly unwind that wheel. Full throttle. Up. Good. Watch your right edge. Brake. Brake. All right. Off the brake gas straight through. Out to the left side.
Okay.
Keep your eyes up. All right, now turn, turn, turn. There you go. Unwind. Nice. Up. Up. And brake. Down. Down. Good. Slowly come off that brake. Just a little softer on the hands. You can feel that a little quick on the hands and move the car around. And brake. Down. Good. Bleed off that brake. Little maintenance throttle. Right side. Accelerate. Good. Now brake. There you go. Good. Turn it in a little more. Unwind slowly. Nice. Unwind. All right. Brake here. Unfortunately, that's our last lap. We're going to be going straight.
Okay.
Follow that black SUV right. What do you think?
I know it was bad, but we got loose a little bit. I know
All right.
it wasn't the best thing.
We're going to follow him.
That was phenomenal. That's absolutely phenomenal.
This car is definitely a looser car.
Oh man.
It doesn't have the holding back feeling like some of the
does
others.
it even have traction control?
It has traction control. It's just it's a little more lenient.
Gotcha.
I gave you an extra lap for getting stuck behind those guys.
Thank you so much.
For a few corners there. No problem.
We ended up passing them. That's good.
Hang right down the middle of the tent.
Middle?
Yep.
Okay. Second, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. And we're gonna go all the way down to the end. You can see that kind of TV crew there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pass just by him and then park right next to him.
Like this one?
Yeah, let's go on that one
Okay.
just so they
Yeah,
give
they're
them
kind of
some
in the way.
room. Yeah, so we don't run anybody over. All right. Now neutrals both paddles. Turn that wheel for me all the way left.
All the way left.
Yes, sir. Not bad, huh?
That was fantastic. Thank you
Good
so
stuff.
much.
No problem.
Do we need to turn off?